Okay, what's up? It's a new day doing some migrations from WordPress to Gatsby. I've had my site on WordPress for, I don't even know, 8 years or something crazy, pretty much since I started working on it. And recently came across a bunch of articles and people talking about just the idea of moving WordPress to Gatsby. I have loved working with Gatsby a lot, and I also love that it's free almost to run a Gatsby site, whereas WordPress almost always has some sort of cost associated with it because of the databases and all of the stuff that you have to have running behind the scenes. So I got the wild hair idea to migrate to Gatsby, and so I figured I'd take you along for the ride. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of videos out there talking about how to do this, and you can also just keep your WordPress site up and then source your data from WordPress using something like WP GraphQL. You can pull it directly into Gatsby. But what I'm going to do is just go through and pull the data out. I actually already have the data pulled out into a XML file that has all of my posts and everything in it. And so I'm going to follow the steps to get that turned into Markdown. I'm a little bit doing a Martha Stewart thing here because I already have my content pulled out. But I figured I'd go through it again just in case anyone is looking at the title of this stream and wants to know how to do this, because I had to go through and just kind of follow this person's suggestions as far as using this exit WP tool. So I'm gonna pull this up here so we can just download that. Sure, throw it in downloads. Open this guy up. Cool. And open that guy up. Exit WP. Alright, so I'm pretty sure for this guy, we just have to drag some stuff in here. Lint and place all WordPress XML files in the WordPress XML directory as mentioned above. So in here, cool. And I've got my file right here. So I'm going to move that over. Can I just paste it in there? There you go. Really? Not going to let me just copy it from in here? Did I do copy path? No? Okay. I'll do it this way. There we go. Okay, what's next? Oh, I'm in Brave for this guy. What in the world? I don't want to do all of this. I don't want to use Vagrant. I'm just going to use this. Oh, and they probably want me to start directly in there, huh? CD into the downloads folder. CD into exit WP. And do we have a requirements? Pip underscore requirements. I think that's what we want. So we're going to copy pasta this guy and see what that gives us. Alright, that's coming along. We'll go ahead and copy this out because we're going to need that next. Oh, maybe I don't need these. Checked out root for this project type. No, PyYAML, another. I don't think we are Ubuntu or Debian, so not going to worry about that. Cool. Okay, so that stuff's done. I think that they mentioned, let's see, this did about 50% of the work. Did they not include? I thought they mentioned how to do that. It's a WP, this version of the docs. What? Latest version of these docs will always be available at this link that we're at already. Okay. Are there any other docs? Am I missing something? Read me? No, nothing in there. Other tools. Configuration file. I do not see anything in here that helps me answer this question of what I'm trying to do. Oh, I guess I could just read. Run the converter by typing Python. Okay. I know I've done this already. So I should know this. Exit WP. Wow. That's simple, huh? And just put it in the build folder. Oh yeah, look at that. Should have all the blogs converted in the build folder. Okay. Okay. Cool. Lots of stuff in here. I think the only one I really care about is the blog. A lot of these other things are just random experiments. Oh, and look at that. I have one thing in the blog. Maybe I don't care about the blog. Well, in any case, I'm going to come back over here. Let's see. Because I thought I had more stuff in here. Where's all the content? Is it posts? It's posts. That's right. Yeah, okay, so these are like all of the posts from my site that I wanted to pull out. Now, I should mention that the reason I'm having to do this and not referencing an existing site is because I accidentally deleted the site. It was on a server. It's a site I occasionally post to. It's my personal site, so I don't really care that much about it. It was on the same server as my old company site, and when I shut that guy down and moved the company site, I thought, a job well done. I was finished with everything, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna delete the VPS, and realized after deleting it, when I got a notification saying, hey, nickbovey.com is down, that I had a problem. So it's my own fault. I probably have a backup somewhere, but I thought that this was actually a good time to switch using or start using Gatsby for my site anyway. So I was kind of glad to have the kick in the butt that I needed to move forward with this. So yeah, I think this is actually, if I cd out over to posts, yeah, this is where all of those posts got output to. And if we look at one of these posts, let's go ahead and put it into preview mode so you can see. So there is some weird stuff like photos won't be there, so I'll have to figure that out. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting the content pulled in. And I know I've got this figured out, but I want to do it again because just in case anyone's watching this, I want you to see the struggle that I went through the last time of getting everything pulled over. So let's see. Where did they talk about using prettier? Right, so I think this was something. Did I run this? Google Drive.markdown. I don't think I ran. I don't think I had to run this actually. Let's see. What is this one called? Google Drive 2014-10. Okay. Code 2014-10- yeah, pretty similar. So I don't think I actually even ran the prettier thing on there. What I do need to do though is figure out how to get the markdown in there. I'm gonna go ahead and start this up because I think I actually do have this somewhat sorted out. This is pretty small. I'm gonna make this a lot bigger. Whoa, that's huge. That's huge, but I want it to be like somewhere in the middle of not completely senior mode. There's a problem. Oh, I probably need an npmi, or I'm gonna do yarn. Yarn. Because I want to see where I'm at with this. Because I remember I did get everything pulled in, and I think I had to do some stuff with, where is it? it's in here somewhere. I think it has to be, it's this transformer remark, I think. I had to use this. Yeah, and then I pointed at posts. Pretty sure that's what it is. Might as well change this over to Nick Bobby's blog. Super original. Random code life. I'm just going to say code design slices of life. Cool. Save that. So let's see if we can do a Gatsby develop now. Otherwise, I'm going to spend this whole stream trying to figure out how to get Gatsby working. That's never fun. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's running queries. That's good. It looks like that part worked, maybe. Oh, man. Okay, let's check it out. What did you open in? I don't want to open this here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Cool. So I actually did get all of these to show up. So I've got somewhat of a thing going, and I was trying to come up with some form of like a list or something here. But I want to figure out really fast where I did that because I think it would be helpful. I'm pretty sure it's in Gatsby config, and I think all I had to do was install the Gatsby transformer remark. Let's go to my package JSON and look at here. Look at this. So I installed the file system, which that might have been there already, but I know I did that. I had to do the remark sharp. And anything else in here? I don't think so. Yeah. So then I had to just tell it where my content was going. I was putting it in source, content, posts, right? And then let's go look at how I'm actually pulling this stuff in, which I think is happening on the index page. Let's see, or posts page, I guess. Let's go follow that. Where's that at? Components, posts, static query, create a site query, pull the title and slug. Let's see. Is this where we're doing this? Title and slug node ID. Something that helped me out a lot, actually. Oh my gosh, these links keep falling in the wrong place. Something that helped out a ton when I was trying to figure out how to get this to work is opening up Gatsby's GraphQL deal here, and then going to just looking through here and figuring out where the markdown is. So I think it's in here. Yeah. So this is nice because you can figure out how to, like, this helps you like figure out how you want to create a query to pull in all of your data, which is cool. And I think that's pretty much what I did is I just looked at this and copied it over. I only needed the title and slug though, so I basically did the equivalent of this, which just gives you a bunch of the nodes with the title and slug in their front matter. Cool. What do we got here? And then I'm just listing them off, UL, and then mapping them. There must be somewhere. I thought there was another place. Am I forgetting something? Here it is. This is the other place. Okay, so Gatsby config, you've got to make sure that you're pointing to the right place with the markdown. The other thing that I had to do was inside of this guy, resolve the template here and then tell it to create a page for that. This is all new to me. I'd never actually done this before. But what this does is it sets us up so that we can have links to these pages values like that. And so you run the query, it does that thing we just showed you where it calls the node with the front matter and all the stuff in it. And then within this little for each loop, we're telling the create page method or function to use the front matter.slug right here to create a slug for this page. And there we have some short codes left over from the WordPress site that we may never get back if I can't find that uploads folder somewhere. So yeah, so this is kind of where we're at now. We've got just a list of these guys. It's not super great. It's nice that we have the excerpts figured out, but I'd like to do a little bit of styling. I was just kind of, I think, doing a very basic component that I was going to be playing around with here. So what I might do first is actually go kind of get some inspiration, because that always helps when I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. It's nice to get a few ideas. This is a lot different. I haven't been here in a while. Blogs. Let's see. Lots of mobile stuff. What do I want to go for? What's catching my eye? I want it to be fairly simple. I'm not looking for anything too crazy. And I really, I know there's probably a million templates out there that I could use, but oh, good grief, you're gonna make me sign in. I already have an account. I know there's probably a ton of different templates out there, but I like to try and force myself to have the experience, if I can, of just going from scratch as much as possible. Okay, this looks cool. This doesn't look like anything like what I want, though. I don't know how this came up for blog. I'm guessing they just tagged themselves. Blog design. Anything standing out? It looks like it's a lot of the same stuff. Let's try this. Awards.com, I think is what it is. This is another place I like to go. Don't they have categories, collections? Menu, control find, blog. It's their blog. Categories. Other, inspiration. Some of these are like way too artsy, like it's not at all what I'm looking for, because it's like a whole other project. I like this kind of idea though, like, I don't know, I kind of like that. Simple, but still like they've got like some sort of design system here in place. They're calling it retro. Guess I'll believe him. So for this, let's see what we've got. I'm sure I have, what component am I using here? This is in my posts component, right? Post, yeah. So I got a post, and I was doing just some inline style, and it looks like I wasn't even doing styled components. So let's see what we could do with this. First of all, I don't think the shadow makes sense. I don't really want to have a shadow, if any. Maybe a little bit, but right now it's craziness. So like 0.2. what that looks like. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. 0.0, let's do 0.20%. And then let's ease it back on its spread. Or I should say spread goes back. Had those properties mixed up. Blur stays at 5px. It's not too bad. The component edges here, like these, the padding is way off. So we'll bring that up to 25. 255. Oh no, things are all messy now. Oh no. What did I do? What did I do? What did I say? 1 for that. Leave that at 5. Change that to 2. Padding, let's go to 20. Save that. I guess they stopped doing live updates. Cool. Nice. And the title, we should probably like create some sort of title font of some sort. Like a title component that actually has some style. Because right now I guess I'm just doing this. Oops. In this guy. Let's see. Font. Ooh, font weight. GHT. Or Wagagate. Wagagate. 900. It's over 900. Yeah, so that's making all of that. Oh, because the whole thing's... Yeah, I need to make a title component. Let's do a new file. Title. Probably should just make it... I don't know what I want to do. Maybe a text. React from React. And fonts title equals props. Oh, and we got to return something. This is where, so if it's an actual title, it should probably be, should probably change the H level based on what kind of prop they pass in. But for now, I'm just going to do props.text, or props.children, I think. And then import this guy. From text. Cannot resolve text because it's not in there. Is it not? I guess I need to do that. Yeah. Alrighty, and I need to use this guy now. So text. Oh, that did not look good. Maybe, yeah. Composite. Check the render method of post. This is probably something to do with the fact that, oh, there's so many things wrong with this right now. I haven't exported it yet. For one, it wasn't named correctly. For another, yeah, there you go. Alrighty, and we can see we did a really great, oh, did I, oh yeah. Okay, there you go. So maybe what I'll do is, I kind of want to do varying levels of H3s. I kind of don't. I don't know. I'm thinking though that at least at the very least I'll do a style and start doing some of this fun stuff. Let's do, can I I just do like a switch statement and get the styles? Is that allowed? How would I do that? Props dot. I guess I could just declare a method like const get text style equals this guy takes a size, it returns switch on the size. Can't do that? Come on now. Come on now. Can I do that? What's this mad about? Fine. Case. Case will be small. I almost want to. So many options to do. So many possibilities. Because I almost want to just like do this in CSS and not even mess with this and just bind the CSS to the specific HTML element, so I don't even have to worry about all this. And it's kind of making me wonder if I should try Tailwind, because I've heard some good things about that lately. Might be worth giving it a shot, just so I don't have to sit here and do all. I feel like this part is really reinventing the wheel, and I almost would rather even just do it in CSS, because that's where it's meant to be styled. But I'm gonna try this. I'm curious about it. Tailwind. Do people use it with React? I don't even know. Tailwind, CSS, and React. Let's see. This part just to me, like, I don't know. I might be in the camp of thinking that is weird, having all of these different utility classes. If you're working on a small project, you can start on a mini project, very short deadline. Gotcha. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's not worth it right now. I was thinking it might make things go a little faster, but it doesn't sound like that's the case. So I almost would rather just, let's do this. Rather than deal with this stuff, let's, do I have it? No, I don't. What do I want to call this? Do we even have, we might even have a CSS, just a layout CSS file. Yeah. Well, let's just do this. I don't know why we're fussing with this so much. Let's just do this. We know we're going to have an H3. H3 is going to be the title. Do we need to declare a font size? No. Do we need this right now? No. Get rid of it. Move it to trash. And I gotta go get rid of this. Okay, title. Yeah, I'm just gonna style in here for now. I don't really like this because it's kind of, now we're getting into like messing up this layout.css with all of our decisions in here, but it is what it is. And when we get into things like, how's this mobile design look? It's fine, I guess. Whoa. But there's no scaling in the font size. That's not great. Could be better. But what do I want to do here? I'm going to go ahead and say that I want to have, let's make this font weight light. refresh. I guess it just cancels out any refreshes when you do that, or I'm crazy. Is this working? The color red test. Something's not working. I might be looking at the wrong thing. Layout.js imports CSS. Huh, that's something new, I guess. I didn't know. Is it if you can't just use the CSS that's for another component? I kind of thought that this one at the top level would be on this page. Let's check that out. Is there a layout in here? Command find layout .css. Huh. Inspect. Does not appear to be getting any of those styles. No, it's getting canceled out by something else. What's it getting canceled out by? Color. Did I just put a color above? Oh, cascading style sheets. There we go. Okay, so we are getting it. So then the font weight is probably just needing to be something like that. There we go. Yeah. A little thicker. Yeah. Cool. And I feel like we should actually start using some real posts in here. I'm gonna go ahead and for our posts, get rid of these guys. Wait, did I already have a link? Yeah. Link, expert title. Okay. So I should be able to go ahead and start using this stuff. Title equals, whoop. Title equals, what is it called? This. Excerpt equals this. Link equals this. Cool. Okay. So we can already tell that we need to have some space. Probably in the form of some bottom margin. Oh, I'm doing that on the element style. Let's do that over here on the post style. Cool. And I don't know if I like having these. Get this title out, or is this other one coming from this guy? Get that out of there. Not sure that I like having these all super skinny and clustered over like that. Plus, like, just having a huge list like this seems pretty terrible. So I'm not sure I like that either. Oh man, this is going to be a nightmare. I guess it's not going to be that big of a deal. I just have to go through and look for every usage of the shortcode. Oh, this is weird. Looks like that was supposed to be bold, and it didn't translate over. Wonder why. Okay, I got a problem though, and that problem is that we're still showing big font weight here. Don't want that. And I feel like there should be a read more post here. Like a read more button or something. And something to indicate that this is clickable. Let's do... How do we do, I wonder how we do hovers in style. I've always done that in inside of styled components, but I've never actually done a hover inside of a style attribute. I wonder how that works. It's already starting to make a case for getting a CSS file though, and just breaking all that out. Okay, I think what I want to try to do is get these guys to go into columns. So the outermost container, which is this UL, needs to have some styles added to it. And I might as well just go ahead and create a post CSS at this point because we're getting crazy with this. And I might as well create a folder called posts. Which is going to throw some stuff off because now our index is oh, maybe not. Because VS Code's awesome and it just auto-corrected the reference. Refresh. Nice, that's awesome. So let's start by pulling this link out and just call this a class name equals post. And really this isn't an actual post, it's like a post excuse me, snippet or something. I don't know what you want to call it. Post snippet. So we'll go grab our post CSS snippet, and you go convert this. I'm actually going to use a converter, I think. JS style CSS converter. React style to CSS. CSS. Is there a way to go backwards? CSS? I guess not. Well. Move this over. Add semicolons here. And go change these guys. Shadow, margin, bottom. And is that it? Guess I don't need these. Could have probably done that faster with a find and replace. Good. No need for style. A href link. These can go on the same line now that there's not all that extra junk in there. Cool. That looks like we're good to go there. So next up, I will style the, what was I going to say? Oh, the outer posts, I guess the actual posts wrapper. Class name equals posts wrapper. Post wrapper display colon flex. And flex wrap. And what else? Why are these guys all floating to the left here? A display block. Does that need to be inline block for this to work, for it to all slide over? Maybe not. max width, margin bottom. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I don't see a style there. UL layout.css. Oh, interesting. Something doesn't seem right here. What the? Okay, so I can't possibly be getting these styles from post.css. Like that. Well, this doesn't seem like it's doing its thing, actually. Post snippet, background. Oops, what was that doing? Alright, let's try that. Because I don't think these styles are coming through at all, and they definitely are not. My understanding was that you can just import them, like they're doing here. But that doesn't seem to be the case over here. I'm importing posts.css. I have my post wrapper and a post snippet. And what's really weird to me is that somehow these are still getting styles. So it's like it's cached or something. I don't know. I'm going to restart Gatsby just to see. Failed. Cannot resolve components posts and oh, interesting. So it didn't work. I was thinking VS Code was the real MVP. Components posts. Oh, I see what I did. I was thinking they already added it. Jeez. Okay. What happened here? Post snippet. Oh, I see. That doesn't work. They need PX on these guys, unlike in the React styles. Okay. I feel like I should separate these guys out. Kind of like not having a background now that I'm seeing it. Let's do a margin dash right colon 30px. Separate those guys out. And then let's give this guy a hover of background. I feel like we should do something cool. I don't have like a color palette picked out yet. Background coral. What the hell? What wants that to be? Huh. Post snippet. Am I forgetting how to do a hover? I thought colon hover was all you needed. Oh, do I have to do? I'm so used to Sass. I'm just assuming that I have to do, or that I can do inherited styles. I think that's what they want. Whoa! Huh, that's funny. Need a better color than coral. Mackenzie Steele. Mackenzie Child. Happy Hughes. These are pretty sweet. I like this one. Button. Highlight. Cool. Dope. Kind of clashes with the purple, but whatever. That figured out in a bit. And for accessibility reasons, we also have to make sure that that they actually pop out or do something else to make sure that people who are colorblind can see. Scale 0.2. Make it huge. Let's just see what this looks like. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. And then also let's do transition colon ease in out all. Did I put the? I think I put the. Cool. And we're not actually gonna do that. We'll do 0.025. Whoa. That's funny. I definitely did some math wrong there. How about 125? Actually, wait. I want to see it in this little mouse mode. That's funny. Maybe a little less, like 0.10. Okay, so basically I've got like an all posts component now. So I'm gonna actually put a limit on this post component. I'm gonna say like limit, and then that. Oh wait a second, hang on. I need to not do that here. I need to do that on this guy. Limit. You can probably limit how many posts you do in your query. I don't think it matters. Don't need that anymore. All right, so if I want to grab the first X number, I've never actually done that with the array. First X number of items filter. Slice size. Okay. Interesting. I suppose I should give these guys a key to i.id, x.id equals x.id, right? I think I do need to have a key or some sort there, yeah. And then the other thing that I needed to do was take edges, slice, 0, and limit, and limit defaults to, maybe we should limit or, I wish there was a good way to get, I don't think there's a good way to get the length out of this. Length -1. Great. That worked terribly. What happened there? Let's force 5 and see what happens. Okay. So it's not that mark.edges dot. Am I just using the wrong property? No. Let's do some advanced debugging here. Console.log serious debugging. 39? What's the problem then? Oh, maybe this or is what's throwing it up. Thought that was valid. Maybe I need it. Yeah, okay. So I had that part right. I just didn't know that I had my or wrong here. So if I want to use limit, I might be able to just wrap these in bubbles. No, okay, huh. What is limit? Because I would have thought limit would be limit is an object. Am I passing the limit in there? No. Oh, wait a second. It's not even this. I'd be calling over here. Yeah, so it's probably something to do. Oh, it's because yeah, that's what's going on. I hadn't declared this as an object, and so it wasn't actually. It was basically sitting in the hole. It thought limit was my props object, basically. That's not what it is. We want to destructure the limit property into our props object. Now I can go to my index and say limit equals 5. And I should get 5. Sweet. And I need to figure out how to get, like, how they would be able to click and see more, see all posts, maybe. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just have a, oh, what's this page 2 doing? Nothing. Let's rename it. All posts. We'll call this all posts. Hi from the second page. We'll grab that link because we're going to use it over here. And post wrapper. Okay, I like what's going on here, except that I need to have div container. Oh, and this is going to be a link. To all posts. View all posts. Cool. And then I can take this posts component and pop it into here with no limit. Import posts from components posts. Add that missing slash. Cool. All posts. Okay. And this is a terrible. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's funny because I put my post component, or I've got a view all posts in my post component. That's showing all the time. It'll show even if the limit is not set. So we should make sure that the limit we want to make sure that we only show this if the limit is not set. Or limit is set. Right? View all posts, go over here, go back to home page. View all, cool, okay. Now this looks bad because now we have these some padding coming from somewhere, and my view posts completely disregards it. Not to mention we've got like the footer immediately after it, so that's also kind of weird. um, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I wonder if it almost makes me wonder if it would be cool to just have another one of these things that just says view X number more posts. That'd be kind of cool. Like you just have one more box wherever it's at. Um, so it would be, how would that work? We would do const like post link equals an arrow function. Totally didn't even need to return that there. Title link excerpt. Yeah, basically we could just do this. View all posts, and then style this guy, or give it a class name, equals post link. Right? I can just return that directly. Oops. And then instead of doing this guy, post link view all posts, I would use post link. Oop, I'm putting that slash on the wrong side. And then take this guy and put him inside of the unordered list. Whoa, what did I do? Formatting's all weird in there. Okay, now he's in the right place. Now we can go to posts. We have our post snippet. Let's just start by doing a post link. Okay, that sort of worked. But I think I'm just going to take this guy and make its own thing. And this is where I am already missing like styled components or Sass. Might need to do that next. Post link. Oh, and I also have to do the hover style. See? Okay, this is... I don't know how people just do CSS all day. Because just typing, there's so much more typing that is unnecessary if you just are willing to use a few of the things that Sass or styled components gives. Okay, so this guy needs to be centered. Max width should be bigger. Or min width should be bigger. What's this? Max width. Let's make that min width. So that it fills that baby up. Display, oop, I already have a display set. Flex. Align items, center, justify, content, center, and what's my font weight at? Nothing. Font weight 200. Font size colon 0.3 rem. Is that actually font weight 200? That seems not right. Oops. Text transform case. There's no way that's font weight 200. It's got to be getting that font weight from something else. It says it's getting it. What kind of font is it using? Font family. Arial. That is odd. What are these guys using? I thought they had like way more stuff in there. Yeah, RL gets replaced with whatever this is, Apple, all that stuff for the H3. Let's go over here and just add this. View all posts. That's better. Cool. So now, if I go back to my index and I have, let's do an even number. It's not terrible. It's a little weird with when it's the last one because it doesn't scale to fit, but it's not the worst thing in the world for right now since we're just trying to get this thing going. Can always worry about it later. View all posts. So it's important too that we need to have some sort of title because there's no way to know what any of these pages are. So we need to have like a title bar component. It really should just be H1, probably. I can go in there and mess with components all day long, but all posts. Yeah, maybe I will do a title at some point. I just don't want to mess with it right now. I'm gonna get this thing going. All posts. I should be able to go back this way too, right? Yeah. Okay, and then I wanted to show the latest post on the home page. What are we doing on? How are we doing on time? Oh, that's already 1 hour. Maybe real quick, I'll just try one more thing. I wanted to show the single latest post on here. So if I go to Markdown pages, it's not where it is. It's in content. In fact, let me just, before I get confused by that again, delete that. That's old. Content, posts. I think all these other things are just like categories, which is kind of annoying. So my last post was this one in 2017. I'm going to duplicate that. Man, copy paste has not been kind today. I'm going to rename that and create one for today, 2020-04-01-April Fools. Author, test post, April Fools. I guess I'll make this April Fools. A pointless April Fools post. Test this site. I guess I don't need these WordPress IDs anymore. I don't know, maybe I should have one. Cool. Fools. What happens when you put emojis in here? Show space. Party. Quick April Fool's post to test some things out. Code. I wanted to see this looks like. Okay. Oh, so this is interesting. The sort of the post that I'm getting is not coming back in order because the latest ones must be going. Yeah. How are they sorting? I thought I saw April Fool's. Yeah, yeah. This is interesting. They're sort on April. Oh, wait a second. I have to rebuild, I think, whenever there's a new, because it has to do the query again to go get the new content, I'm pretty sure. Need some more fun fonts. Cool fonts. What kind of cool fonts are there? I want something fun. I don't know if I want something as cheesy as some of the like script stuff in here. Featured Plex. This looks cool. Oh man, I kind of like that. Plex sands. Dang. All right. Can I just select all of these? Nice. Download. Actually, I think there's a better way to do this with Gatsby. I think we can just build it in there. Okay, cool. So we should have control find equal. Interesting. Got my title, a pointless April Fool's. Pointless. Oh, that's not in there. Interesting. Where is this coming from? Dot markdown. Have I been missing something here? Pages, templates, simple page. Maybe I'm not working in the right spot. Maybe. Let's try something. Values. Test. Find values. Oh my goodness. Values. Oh, what the heck? So a pointless April Fool's post shows up on this page now. Values doesn't? What the heck? I am so confused. I wonder if this has to do with this might have to do with the caching on Gatsby's site stuff. Let's see if I go back here. All posts, go back to home page. Because I just changed that thing and it didn't even matter. Let Google really fast. Install fonts Gatsby Google. Pretty sure there's just a plugin that you can use. Yarn add. Okay, so it's back up. Did it actually do what it said it was gonna? Did it actually like go fetch the? I am so confused. How do I Control C? Control C. Gatsby cache. Is there like a clear? Isn't there like a clear cache? Clean. Gatsby clean. I don't know. Might as well yarn add that guy. What's next for this guy, this plugin? Resolve, options, plugins. The right spot? Oh, wait a second. I might be missing some braces. I'm missing some braces. Okay, so that would be how we would import the mono fonts, but we don't want the mono fonts. We want IBM Plex Sans, right? Yeah, these are the ones I like. I don't know if I like these serif ones. I like these. I like it. Honestly, this is a IBM, man. Coming up in the world. IBM Plex Sans. Grab the super light and the medium 400. How do you get like italic and stuff? And the super bold 700. IBM Plex Sans variants. Okay, Gatsby develop. What? Not finished. Open and validate. Oh, whoops. Gatsby develop. What's going on here? They encountered an issue. Could it be the missing semicolon? Or the missing comma? Probably so. Oh, man. Okay, building development bundle. Where'd that shoot? Where? Oh, here it is. Happy Hues. Copy this guy. Let's do a colors. New. Oh shoot. New file. And then we'll create a like utils.js, and then inside of that we can do export const colors equals that, and then we'll do secondary colon, and what else do you have? Button, tertiary, oops, and any other ones that we should grab? Highlight is the same as button, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Paragraph. This is great. Shout out to Mackenzie Childs for doing an awesome job with this tool. I haven't actually really looked at it before now. This is awesome. Oop. Main. Oh, I see. So they do have a. It's got a slightly off-white, very slightly. Cool. And now I can just pull these in. Like I can just do a like kind of a reddish color right behind the menu bar there, or for the menu bar. So that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my menu bar up. Let's see, is it, where do you actually define that? Theme color right here. That must be it. Plugin manifest, starter default, background color. I'm guessing this is what we want. And I want to use the, oh my gosh, come on, we just had it. Details. I want to use this secondary color in my Gatsby config. Save that. Is this where we actually get these? I thought this is where we're getting them. Gatsby plugin sharp, Gatsby starter, short name, start URL, background color, minimal UI, theme color. Oh, this might be the background color actually. Is that what's going on? So just restart. When in doubt, restart. I'm gonna actually go ahead and get a site set up. Oh, hang on, I should do this in Chrome. Netlify.com. Login. New site from Git, GitHub. Authorized. Bovie. Putting branches, master, Gatsby build, deploy site. Cool. And we should also hop into Cloudflare. Pop this guy in. Authenticator. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and post DNS over here. Domain options. This should fail in a second and tell me where to point my stuff. No, interesting. Check DNS configuration. Point our A record to this guy. And point our CNAME to this guy. Let's see, I don't know if it's as fast with the proxy, the Cloudflare proxy on. Let's see. Might take a second. Yeah, might take a second or two or three for this to work. Yep. Okay, no worries. But I did want to get at least one post up in here. Although it's running pretty late, I should probably call it a night. So, didn't get as far as I wanted to get tonight, but and we do have some weird issues left over, but it's a little bit of progress. It's not a huge priority, honestly. It's just something that I'm doing kind of as a little project on the side. I'd like to at least get this site up so there's something when you go to nickbovie.com because it's in my signature, email signature. It's just nice to make sure that something's there. But it might be a little bit before this is finished based on how everything's going so far. So hopefully this is helpful to someone. I know it's not a lot of information, like all bundled up into a nice box or something, but I think that it might be helpful because I know there's some people that are maybe tired of dealing with WordPress, and you can handle setting up a Gatsby site and writing your blogs in Markdown. So I will see you later.